What I got is a 2005 Honda Pilot with a bad power steering pump line. I'm just going to give you some basic tips of how to get it out, because if I did a huge video, it would take too long. It is a huge pain in the butt. Be honest with you, if you do not have patience or medium or skinny arms, I would probably have somebody else do it. It is really hard to get to and huge pain in the butt. So basically I just start right here. You got two 10mm bolts and you take those two out right there. And then there's a bracket, which I haven't put back on, right over here, right over the power steering pump line, 10mm bolt. And then there's one way underneath the rack and pinion. And I can only get that one with an open end wrench, and it was much easier to get to from down below. And then you have the sensor, which I use a long flat screwdriver, and I push down on the tab and I push it away. And it might take a few times, that you get it off right there. And then there's another bracket way underneath the firewall. What's the only way I could get to it was with an open end wrench, about 1/16 at a time. Huge pain in the butt. And there's one more. You can see the line coming down below. See there, I'm sorry. Yeah, right in there, these two lines go together. And I haven't put it back on yet. But I really tried hard to get this line off first, this rubber line, which would give you more room to get in there with an open end wrench. I couldn't get it all the way off, and I was afraid of breaking the line, so I did head and leave it. I could not get the metal line, the old metal line right there, to bust loose. So finally I ended up cutting it with a Sawzall blade. I just did it by hand. I just put a little piece of tape on there, and it took me about 5 minutes, but it finally did come off. And then I was able to get it with a 14mm socket and a ratchet, and it was still stuck on there really good, but it finally did come off. So did get it back in. It's the same thing. Just put the line back in way down below there, and I can only get that about a quarter turn at a time if I was really lucky with an open end wrench. And like I said, it'd probably be easier if you took the other line off there, but I was afraid of breaking it. And then just feed it back through, put it back on. A huge pain in the butt, to be honest with you. It did take, I don't know, probably close to 3 hours, longer than it should have been. It should be nice and easy, but everything just came apart really hard. And if you do not have patience, then honestly, you might have somebody else do it. Thanks for looking.